Imagine gathering all the money in the world. You could buy any house you want. As an example, mansions with high ceilings, plenty acres of land, and even a house with a luxurious pool in the backyard. However, the reality is that as house prices rise, the affordability of these houses can be a challenge for many. So why does this happen? Why do house prices raise? Well, the three key factors as to why house prices start to rise is because the surrounding environment of a house, nearby school districts, or interest rates, which can all affect the affordability of housing. Well, to start things off, the location of a house can play a huge role in why house prices rise. Transportation, income, and jobs can all be pull factors in a certain environment on why house prices rise. In the book, Rethinking the Economics of Land and Housing, it goes on to further explain how the price of a home in a growing or more booming city can be more valued over a similar house in a more depressed region. The reason being that there are more things accessible to people in these areas. As an example, ways of transportation and job opportunities can be lingering factors why people would rather live in a far more developed environment than an underdeveloped environment. As transportation can be more of a convenience towards people, and when jobs open up or increase, people would rush to that environment, like how birds are drawn to breadcrumbs off the floor. Also, while on the topic of jobs, in a YouTube video titled Why Housing Keeps Getting More Expensive, the video goes on to further explain how people's incomes can play a role in why house prices can skyrocket. People's incomes can affect the price of a house because when people's incomes start to rise, it gives more of a reason to up the houses that are on the market, due to the fact that people now have higher incomes and are able to afford these more luxurious houses. Moving on, another reason why house prices can skyrocket can be due to school districts. Parents want their kids to be in the best school districts and want their kids to have the highest chance of success in school. However, that comes with a cost. In a study by Peter Q. Blair, it goes on to explain how an increase of school spending leads to higher property values. When this happens, this can result in an increase of teacher salaries and improve the educational resources in that school district. With things like better gyms, more extracurricular activities, and better classrooms for students to be in. And for parents, this can be a pull factor to move your kid into a better school district, which means buying a new house. And for parents looking for a house nearby a better school district, this can increase the demands for a house, further increasing house prices in that area. Which this can all show how better school districts in the nearby area can act like a magnet towards families, further boosting house prices up. Finally, interest rates can also be why house prices skyrocket. We are going to compare what a local person thinks about interest rates and what they can do to homes, and what a local expert thinks about interest rates and what they can do to homes. What's your take on interest rates, and how can interest rates cause change the value of a house?
Yeah, interest rates can definitely change the value of a house, because lower interest rates make the mortgages cheaper, and then higher interest rates make it more expensive. So overall, renting and owning a house will be more expensive at a higher interest rate.
Okay, thank you. In an interview done with local person named Rohi Darbakul, he believes that when interest rates are lower, it makes mortgages more affordable, and when interest rates are higher, housing becomes more expensive. Although this is all true, local expert Tasha Quiroz goes into more detail as she explains how lower interest rates increase the demands for homes, pushing those prices up, and how higher interest rates lead to lower demand on houses, which can eventually lead to lower prices. Interest rates can almost be like a seesaw. When they rise, fewer people buy homes, but when it lowers, more people jump in to buy those homes. So as a result, these are the three main factors as to why house prices skyrocket. So don't procrastinate on that house you want. Do as Will Rogers once said, don't wait to buy real estate and wait.